Good morning. Today is the 3rd of February 2024. The time now is 8:47. Excuse me. Mm. We're going to try to wait until I took my shower and got dressed and looked halfway decent. But the times we going in, looking decent probably be the last thing we try to do. Even taking a bath might be the last thing we try to do, just trying to survive. And the things that's going on with our bodies. I was sent a video um, where this person that do the embalming, he was talking about when he embalm people, how their blood look, and that their blood is dirty. The blood look dirty, and that uh, he's noticing something that looked like grain within the blood. And I can't even remember if I looked at the whole thing or not. Um, um, but it reminded me when he was talking about the grain. I said something about grain, and I was saying that when I detoxes and I look at I look at it, but it looked like grain. And I was saying also that this energy that I call it energy, but it's not energy because once it gets in our body, it turns into something else. In the mornings when I gargle, I haven't gargled this morning yet. I'm just waking up again. Um, but I slept better last night because I guess whoever was attacking me, putting this stuff in me, is not the one that's trying to kill me. Because I slept. And I didn't, when I woke up, I didn't feel it. The stuff just rushing in me. But if you can look in that corner over there, this energy is getting stronger in here. And I'm waking up with headaches now. Um, I don't know if the people that this person is talking about is a gang stalker, but he talks like he getting a lot of people that whoever like I said, whoever, but people that he do the embalming, they got dirty blood and they have grain in it because this is stuff coming out from under the ground. Um, I know that what they putting in me is coming up through pipes that is underground, but I think the end of it is not underground. I think it's probably up somewhere where they can hook it to something because they probably have to hook it through some type of motor. That's why their food truck was over there making all that noise and um, doing all this man is really a psychopath. But that man with the blue and white truck, I don't know if that's the same man or not. I do know they beat that I would see him at the blue and white truck. That big dog is still over there. So I don't know if there was two men or one man. But that food truck is not over there. And I'm waking up feeling weird in the head because this electrical is on the chair. It's on everything in here. Everything in this house. It's on. Cause let's see how you can see it. It's all. I hope. I'm hoping that you can see it. I can see it. If you put it on a Ruco and put it on the television, you can see it really good because you got a bigger screen. But everything in this house, this energy is on. And I don't think it's just this house. I think it's any house that got these uh, digital meters. That's the purpose. Our utility companies are involved in this. Because yesterday PwC put some pipes down out there in the streets. And ever since they done that, I'm seeing even stronger. I'm seeing even stronger because this stuff is coming out from under the ground. We got stuff coming from the sky that's falling down because they putting stuff in the sky. And to see this stuff that we breathing in. We breathing in out. Ain't no telling what all we breathing in. And it's so small that it's nanoparticles. It's so small that we can't see it, but we breathing it in. At nighttime, through my security system, I see all kind of stuff going on out there. It don't even look like our world because our world leaders are not human. I'm trying to tell you people, these people not human. A lot of the people we looking at on TV, they not human. And the one that used to be human, and they got this brown circle, they just a worm that they get put in the eye, and the worm takes over. I don't know if it's some type of spirit, but I saw the video where they was talking about it. That this is not where they getting punched in the eye. The, the those that got that black eye, they've been taken over by some type of worm. And I do know there's so many people are reptilians. I think the different types of people, entities that are here. And I know I see people that have the serpent eyes, and those are the reptilian people. I know that I seen this about maybe 4 years ago that I went to a open vision at my place. I was there by myself watching television, and it's just like I went somewhere else. I do that sometimes, where I go in visions, and I could see reptilian people that had faces like alligators or lizards, but they had bodies that walked straight up like we do. They had weapons held up like this, and they had on uniforms like uh, astronauts. They didn't have on helmets. They just had on the uniform, and it was like they was walking in a line. And I said, and when I came out, I said, Lord, what is that? But the Lord didn't say nothing. But I started seeing the people on TV with the reptilian eyes, and some real important people on television like Dr. Oz. I'm not going to not say who they are. I'm telling you who I seen with the reptilian eyes. I seen Dr. Oz, Maury, Povich, Dr. Phil wife, um, Steve Wilco. And I haven't looked at, when I see Steve Wilco eyes like that, I haven't looked at his show since. Because now I feel like I can't believe nothing that he's saying. Because he's not even human no more. And people need to stop going to the show because he's not human. And uh, I used to watch it. And, that was my everyday thing to watch Steve Wilco at 10 o'clock. And I was saying to myself, I hope they don't get hold of Steve. But they did. Because I seen them eyes. He kept looking down because they can tell when their eyes is not, their pupil is not round. A girl on the news, I saw her eyes. Her eyes didn't look reptilian, but there was something else going on with them eyes. I've seen a judge. Who I seen in person. I seen a judge. I seen a pharmacy neighbor. These people faces are light up. I seen their face light up, like Energy just went up into their face and it lit up. I'm looking at them. I'm right in front of them. Oh boy. These are people that we have to, you know, trust, and they're not human. There's a lot of people. There's so many people into witchcraft, Lord, so many. That is, I just can't believe the amount of people, and it's for greed. I mean, they just so many, and it's all in the church, all in the church, and they don't have a fear of God. They have no kind of fear of God, and they in the church laying hands on you, importing darkness into you, calling themselves apostles, calling themselves prophets, calling themselves evangelists, calling themselves pastors, and then just some calling themselves followers of Christ or Yeshua, whoever they want to name. There's so much stuff going on in this world. But the stuff they putting inside our bodies. He was saying that they're trying to change us. They've been putting stuff in me for 6 years now. 6 whole years. Until it's really having an effect. Because they now that they got it up in a pipe, it's like they can just rush it up in me. Like a faucet that's been turned open, wide open. And this stuff is coming out from under this floor, coming up through woods, coming up through the chair that I'm sitting in. Wherever I sit at, it comes. And like at a certain time at night, I can hear it when it's rubbing up against the floor. And I can feel it. Because there are pipes under this house that's coming out from under the ground. But the other end of it is other places that they're doing. And I was trying to figure out how they got it across the street. Because one of these pipes going over there across the street. But they probably doing stuff from under the ground. They just popped in my head. They're doing it from underground. But I saw lines that I don't see no more. When I first put up my security system, I could see lines on the dirt. And I was saying that they got something on the ground because it was freshly dug. But see, we've been here 2 years now. And you don't see the lines no more. But there were 4 different lines. 2 in the backyard and 2 in the front. One going back down the street, one going across the street, one going over there with a food truck, and one going to the houses behind us. But you don't see those lines no more. But they still on my videos because I did video it. But the guy was saying, okay, this is the JWTV. This sheriff was telling him about the man that doing the embalming. What he was saying that he see the stuff in the mouth and in the gut, but it's not just in the mouth and in the gut. It's in our body. I can feel my body, and I can tell my body's not feeling like its normal self, and then it's causing me to gain weight. My butt is getting bigger. My legs has gotten bigger because I've never had big legs and big thighs. My stomach look like 2 flat tires because it's dealing with my intestines. They causing my neck just dry. And see, I did a lot of before I went to bed last night, I just put a whole lot of lotion. And see, my face and stuff don't feel dry, but I can still tell that some that they did something to me on the inside, cause my throat is hurting. Because when they're putting this stuff in me, it's like my spine and stuff be shaking, because it's not just they sending this hot air. What, it's not air. I don't know what to call it. I just call it air or energy, because I don't know what it is. But once it get inside our body, it turns to something else. It turns to little particles. And mm, I really don't know what all they doing to us. I know a friend of mine's, they were doing this to him. They just changed his whole face. He always been a real slim, very slim man, and they caused him to gain weight. And see, when I be trying to tell people what's really going on with them, they don't want to believe it. They just want to think somebody's praying against them. Because I try to tell this other girl, she having the same symptoms that I'm having. So I'm trying to tell her it's not just witchcraft. These people using technology on us. And she thinking it's her sister-in-law, but it is not her sister-in-law, because her sister-in-law way in South Carolina. This is her people surrounding her. I do believe it's her husband is doing stuff, because I only been around him one time, and something that was going on with her happened to me. He was weird acting. I think her husband is doing stuff to her, and probably other people. It's gonna be other people, because it's not gonna be just one person. That's why it's called gang stalking, because they always have a gang of people not just following you. They try to make it seem like they just following. No, they're not following you. They are attacking you. They're trying to cause you to have sickness in your body. They're trying to cause you your whole life not to be able to produce prosperity, unless you join in with them, which I think she did. I really believe that she did. But I'm not. I'm not. Um, People have committed suicide. Um, I'm not doing that either. I just keep praying and keep praying and keep praying until I feel God is answering my prayer. I'm just going to keep praying and just keep praying, you know. And then you got these people talking so much against God, trying to make people lose their faith. These are pastors that's leaving the church. Cowards is who they are. Cowards. Because the pressure's on them so bad until they just give up and don't believe in God. But I pray. I know what God can do. I had the relationship with God. And I keep saying head because things are different. My relationship is different. Because of this stuff these people doing to me. When I try to read my Bible, they'll put me to sleep when I be trying to. And this is sleep. It's something I do that I go into a blank place. That's different than them putting me to sleep. Cause when I wake up, I'm really in a blank place, and I don't feel like I've been asleep. I feel like I just been blank. But they puts me to sleep, and I can feel before I go to sleep, I can feel them messing in my forehead, because it's messing with my pineal gland. And see, that's what your pineal gland is for, because they have hormones. It releases hormones, and I feel like they give me like an overdose of hormones. And then at the other house, I could hear them shooting something, hitting the house. And when they would shoot it and hit the house, I would go to sleep. Not knowing even that I don't even feel me going to sleep. I just know I'm waking up. But I could hear those shots that those people behind us were doing, hitting the house. And Now I feel like they sending something in here also that makes me stay asleep. When they puts me to sleep, sometimes I feel myself fall. I go to sleep and I wake up like that. But they got a way where they put me to sleep and I stay asleep. And this stuff starts shooting up in my body. Because when I wake up, that's what I'm feeling. This stuff shooting up in my body. But it's not just shooting up in my body. They getting it where, see how strong this energy is. It's actually on me, on my head. When I wake up, I can feel it all on my face. And I said also last year, I had a dream that I gave birth to my own self. And I do believe they're making copies of us because they want artificial people that don't have a soul, people that they can control. And this house is just this room. It's not just this room, but it's the house. But I be sleeping in here. I just started sleeping in here because if I sleep in there, it's the same thing, and I'm out in the open. In here, I can at least lock my door. I can lock my bedroom door. Um, I haven't slept in a bed in 2 years. I just sleeps on the chairs because I don't feel right laying flat in the bed, and all this stuff is just gathering over me. And then this window here, they were sending stuff in. This stuff goes through glass, right through the walls. Um, There's just so much. You got to really professionally know what's going on. And I don't professionally know what's going on. The only thing I know is what the professionals, those who are out of the professional business, what they say. And I just go by what they say. And I know what's being done to me. Something is being done to me. And then you got people that's in your family. It pisses me off when you trying to tell people what's going on and they want to make fun of you. I'm talking my blood family that say they love you. I don't want their love. They can keep it. But I'm trying to tell them what this government people that they don't know these people is doing to us, but they know me. And they want to say hateful things to me. I don't want your love. You keep it. Keep your love. Because I'm telling you the truth. Your children is going to be affected by this because this is stopping until God stop it. And I don't know how long it's going to be before God stop it. But there's going to be some events already started. And you're going to realize that you the one that's crazy. You the one that's still asleep and think you woke. But you're not woke. You're in a nightmare. But there's so many, they been here. These things been here. And they beginning to show themselves. I do believe those that they've been hot keeping down underground is going to start coming up from under the ground. I do believe the one that has been pretending they was human is going to start showing themselves. Sometime or another. When, I don't know. But they're starting to show themselves not to be who they by their eyes. You just look at their eyes and you see these things got snake eyes. And them not no contacts. That's their eyes. And then some of them don't have lizard eyes. Some of them got some other kind of eyes. I don't know what kind of them eyes are. Like I said, one of the news girls, her eyes wasn't lizard, but it changed right on TV. and she was trying to get it. They go back right. She's a real pretty girl, real pretty white girl. But when I saw that, she was trying to act normal, but she was trying to get that eye to go right. Only one of her eyes was doing it too. Lord have mercy. But they trying to transhumanize us. Because if they succeed to transhumanizing us, no matter how much we pray, how much we go to church, how much we fast, it's not gonna help us. Because we're not human no more. And this is what they're trying to do to us. Make us not human. These things that they putting in people on, they putting in my on because I ain't getting them. They have bots in those things. And they can do, I guess once they go into the body, they do what it's programmed to do. And that's why you got these young teenage boys or girls playing sports and they just fall dead. Just fall dead. This is a depopulation. Now they're trying to make us eat food that's not food. Because they're taking all the real food down on the ground for them. Because they're not going to eat this stuff that they talking about, artificial food. But I saw a video where this guy was saying it's not really artificial. It's human meat. And that's why I started making this video, because I was in the kitchen, opened up the curtain so the plants back there could get some fake sunlight. Because it's a fake sun, fake moon. And he was saying that this is human meat. And he had a video from, I remember seeing that show, but that's an old show. I was real young when I saw that. I saw it. But that's what's going on now. So they've been planning this here from way back when I was just a young person. Because I saw that movie. But I just thought it was a movie. A lot of the things that we think are fiction is not fiction at all. This stuff is real. And they telling us in movies what they doing. Um, so they trying to get us used to eating human flesh. So that we'll become cannibals. And that'll be a part of the war of surviving by eating each other. Um, they keep talking about the zombie, the undead or something, where people have the appetite for human flesh. I think that's what they're trying to get us used to, eating human flesh. But there's so much going on, so much going on, and just being home in your house is not safe because they got all this electrical energies in the house. I don't. Me and my sister, she is bedridden, but I don't have. I'm here all the time with her because she have to have 24-hour care, and so I don't even get a chance to get out of this energy because it's outside too. But I don't know if it be inside people's cars or whatever. It could be because I noticed something from the sky be shining down on here and it be moving because I could see it moving on the cars. Not just my daughter's car, but I be seeing stuff across the street on these cars over there too. Especially on that, when that white van was over there. I could see that energy all on that van because the van was white and you could see it in the dark. And you can see the energy on that van. I see it on my daughter's car too. but you can see it coming out from under the ground, and then there be something floating. Look, I don't know what that. I can't say it. It's smoke up. It don't. It's like it moves like smoke, but it's something that is gray looking through the security system. But if you go outside, you see nothing. You can't see this stuff with the natural eyes. Oh, this chair hurt my butt. There all kind of stuff going on out there that I can see on my security system. I want to get me some digital cameras because my other digital camera they stopped working. But the camera itself didn't stop working. The base stopped working. And how much money I put in those cameras, I didn't feel like I should have to keep buying a base. So I got other cameras, but I need the wireless one so I can put it where I can see up in the sky. Cause there be some stuff going on up in that sky, weird stuff. And then they traveling through the clouds. Cause I got a picture. I took a picture of a cloud. In that cloud looked like there's a ship in there. They travels through the clouds because they create clouds. I was looking at this lady that she had a lot of videos of them traveling. She said they were going to Africa, to some mountain in Africa. But this was right here, right up there in the sky. Because I kept seeing the shadow thing or the outside looked like it was like the same way it did when I saw the sun stop shining. It would get dark and it would get light, get dark and light and stuff like that. So I looked out the window and I could see the cloud. So I took a picture. I said, that cloud don't look right. So I took a picture of it and you can see like a ship inside the cloud because they create clouds. And I got a picture of a cloud that looked like a witch. I kept that. But there was a cloud that it kept changing faces. It looked like one time it looked like a dragon. It looked like a lion, a tiger. This would look like a tiger. It just kept changing faces. And I was saying to myself, them is not no real clouds. That's not real right there. There's something else going on up there. I thought it was the military doing stuff. But she was saying it's the aliens. And they traveling in the clouds. The ones that they create. So, I have seen on videos where people saying it. This was a black girl. She said she come from somewhere else. And I said, oh Lord, I wouldn't even look at her. I wouldn't even look at the video but what she was saying, she was talking like she really knew what she was talking about. But I didn't want to hear it because I said, we didn't come from no other planet. We come from right here. And then I saw something with a lot of people, and they were all black. And I started, I'm keep hearing people talking about the people that's coming from other places. Then I said, well, dog, she might have been telling the truth. Maybe she is from somewhere else. She had all oh Lord. There was a man that was attacking us at the other house. And I looked at I was saying to myself, his daughter don't look like she's from here. And I said it low. She said, I hear you. But that's not what I said. I said, I'm so glad I'm not desperate for money. That's what I said. I was on the porch and she was out in the streets. And she said, I heard you. Some people won't hear me. Because I had went outside. I had put something outside. Somehow I heard him tell his daughter, we got to go get that. But they didn't get it. Because I had put it on the ground. But when I went to the side of the house, he spoke to me. He said, They real polite. They'll call you ma'am. But his eyes went up in his head. All I saw was white eyes, white eyeballs. I didn't see no brown, no nothing. It didn't scare me though. He didn't scare me. But I said, there's something right with these people. Something ain't right with these people. So, um, we really gonna have to keep ourselves detoxed. Drink plenty of fluid because we don't want to dehydrate ourselves more than what they're doing. We want to keep ourselves hydrated, but we want to keep ourselves clean too because we don't know what this stuff is doing inside our bodies. Because some of it we breathing in. We need to start taking stuff for parasites because this guy was saying that we even breathing in parasites, worms. So I have been taking stuff for parasites. Okay, this one. I have been taking some stuff for parasites. I don't know if I was taking it wrong. I was taking it strong. The last time I took it, I put it in some water. I put it in some water, but I haven't been taking it. This stuff is strong because I think it's made out of oregano and thyme and all this kind of. We can really make our own stuff. Get oregano, essential oil, pure essential oil, thyme. Um, what else? That's kill parasites. I'm gonna look it up. Um, I thought I almost said it. It's some type of bark. You can buy it in pill form. The black bark. Cause I had one time I had all kind of stuff. Cause I didn't know what was going on in my body, and I knew something was going on, but I just didn't know what. And I went to don't trust these doctors. These doctors nothing but lying snakes. And I went to them, and she gonna tell me. I told her I was taking all these, cause I took my stuff with me, and she talking about we don't have worms in the United States. That's a lie, cause I used to poop them out, and I just when I said to myself, they will not know what she's talking about, and I realized people was gang stalkers in there with me, and evidently this woman is too. They like to give out a false diagnosis to bring shame on you because they start sending your diagnosis out to the text and telling people be around you talking about what the doctor said. So don't believe that none of this crap that these doctors are saying. Because I'm telling you, they might cut me off for telling this. But I'm telling you the God honest truth, what they doing. Because that's why they cut me off when I heard Regina. I was going by the name that everybody called me by, Regina Mike. And they shut me down because I'm telling the truth about these doctors and the dentists too. They told me I had too many strikes, but I'm going to tell the truth. I'm not going to be afraid to tell the truth. They don't want us to tell them the truth. They got everybody trying to pick what words that we say, but it ain't right. It ain't right. And so we on the devil's playground when we got to go on these platforms to tell our story, and they trying to keep us from telling it, taking our freedom of speech away from us. But you got people out here doing hate crimes and witchcraft and all kind of crap that can really hurt you. When we trying to help people, they want to shut us down. And I'm telling what these doctors are doing because I done been going to them, and they were messing me up. I believe they were I wonder, were they trying to kill me? They sending me home hemorrhaging. I was actually bleeding on the inside of my body from a surgery. So no, I don't go to them no more. And I ain't gonna believe what they say. You know, I got a package out there. Let me go get it. Okay. I had to go get one of my packages. One of my paints. So I got all my paints now that I wanted to do my dressers. I think I got, yeah. They brought me 2 yesterday and 1 today. So we really we can't put our trust in man, period. Because we may not be talking to a human man. Because I'm telling you what I've seen with these 2 things right here. And when I saw it, I just looked. I didn't show no expression. The judge that was dealing with my sister case, when we took her to court, trying to get her away from them people that was stealing her money and killing her. Something going on with them eyes. Her lawyer, there's something going on with him too. These people is dealing in some dark stuff. That's why they don't want to talk to me. They will not talk to me. He won't deal with me, period. Because I know who he is. I know he not no good person. They try to present themselves as good people, but they're not. They're not good at all. They just as rotten to the core. He would talk to my sister, who was her guardian, and now he'll talk to my daughter, who is the guardian. See, they still sleep. They think they're smart and smarter than me, but they behind is sleep and in a nightmare. And the yes people. I'm not no yes person, because I'm living this thing. I see what they're doing to me. I see how they're changing my face and doing stuff to me. When I'm thinking these doctors are there to help me, but they were there to implant me. I could feel them things moving in me, like a wheel or something. And it couldn't have been plastic, because it had to be some type of metal that they put in me. Because when I put the magnet on it, it stopped. They haven't started back. They hit it right here by my heart. And it was malfunctioning or doing something, because it was like it wanted to start doing what it do, and then it would stop. And I put that magnet there, and uh, it never do it no more. But there was some heavy duty magnets. I still got one here somewhere. I got to find it, so it won't. I done tore up 2 computers, 2 computers with that dang on magnet. I accidentally set my computer on it because it was just sitting somewhere, and I wiped it clean. Brand new computer, wiped clean. Lord have mercy. So I done studied somewhere. I don't know where I put it in. I put it somewhere where I know that my computer won't be. But I try to find some more. I don't know where I brought them from, because I didn't pay a lot of money for those magnets. I brought 2 of them. But when I try to buy some more, them jokers is high. I said, wait a minute, this not can't be where I brought them from, because I didn't spend that kind of money on them. But they done got it well, cause they probably trying to make it where we can't buy them, cause they know that we can malfunction these things that they're putting in our body. This was when I first started looking at the videos, trying to see what's going on with me. Pastor Mona, she was telling me the video to look at, and so I started looking at them. There was this lady, she wore her magnets on around her ankle, or was it her foot? But I can't sit there like that. I have to move around. There's things I have to do. So I couldn't wear mine. I put mine on my head. But I did hear one malfunction. I did hear one malfunction when I had it around my head. But she was saying that the magnets pull them down or something. But I walk around too much. I was dealing with taking care of my sister and then trying to keep the house going too. So I couldn't just sit with my leg propped up and having to do things. But she said she had to wear her for 2 years before they stopped working. But I just when I feel something going on, I just set the magnet there. I used to wear them around my back, cause I could stop it until they started shooting me. When the military shot me in my spine, that's when I got where I couldn't control this stuff. But when I was wearing the magnets before the military started shooting me, uh, I could stop it, and they started attacking my spine. Mm. But we have to really be careful today with what we put in our bodies. We need to take much herbal stuff that we can uh, that this stuff don't like. Um, I brought some stuff. I haven't gotten it yet. There's a herb that's called corkscrew, and this guy was talking about how it cleanse you. He said it make you pee from your backside. I said, but no, that's strong. I'm a seeker. That stuff that my daughter had me buying. She said they're supposed to do that too, but they ain't do it. Shoot, I ate them things like they was uh dates, cause that's what they taste like, dates, but they look like a big peanut. They look like a big, cause it's a tam or something. So with a T. They look like big peanuts, and there's a sweet one and there's a bitter one. I got the sweet one. I just want a little bitter. She said she brought some of the bitter ones, and but it didn't work me. I ate the whole bag. I done threw the bag in the trash, I believe, but that stuff didn't work me. But on one of those videos, this man said that these people can control your bowels. So they make you probably make you constipated. They can make you have diarrhea. All depends on what they feel like doing to you. And it was talking like a lot of people don't realize that these worms is controlling them. It's like the worm take over. It's not the person no more. Once they let the worms go in them, the worm take over. So I guess the worm become them or something. I don't know. But I do know that they can cause you to do stuff because they had me like that. And you don't know that it's not you until you realize, wait a minute, I don't do this kind of stuff. Because they had me having these lust dreams and having me lusting. I said, wait a minute, I don't lust like this. This not me. And I realized that this was them doing this to me. So this girl told me to get some aluminum foil, roll it about 16 times, and wear it. And that's what I did. And them dreams stopped. They still try to control because it's in my stomach. Be around people, and I look at them, it feel like I'm lusting for them. But I said, I don't lust like this. But I was out there having sex. I didn't lust after people like that. I said, this is something else going on. But I had to realize, and you have to realize, because a lot of people probably thinking it's them in the give it a admission to do. But see, I know I don't lust like that. I don't lust. There ain't no man on this earth to make me lust like that. They ain't that fine, and I don't see some fine men. But I'm not gonna lust after them like that. I said this is not me. I could be sitting up in the church and it'll start doing it. Everybody drove me crazy until I realized this is not me. This is some type of technology inside my body that these idiots is doing this to me. And see the people in the church reading people's thoughts, because they ain't right neither with God. They in the church with them third eyes open, fooling people. And whenever the thing is acting up, and see, and then they should have known, if you really truly is of God, because I'm telling you, God will talk to you and God will tell you stuff, because I know he doing that to me. He would tell me stuff about people. Because this one of the ministers that was in the church, she walked past me and I heard either God or angels tell me she was pregnant and she was single. She wasn't married yet. He said she's pregnant. And I just followed her until she sat down. And I don't know I don't know if she felt me watching her or what, but as soon as she sat down, she looked right at me. And I turned my head. I didn't say nothing to nobody about it. But they, at the end of the program, the service that night, the minister of music, because she had told me, but she was in the car with her, and she was the one we rode to church with, and well, I didn't come with her, but I left with her, and the minister of music said, "Guess what, Miss Regina?" She told me that she was pregnant. I said, "I know." I said, "God told me." She said, and she said, he said, "Show did," because she remember me looking at her. That's why I can't understand. When you holding the door, you supposed to be anointed enough to hear God's voice. So that if anybody walking in there and pass by you with a gun coming to kill the pastor, you going to hear God say he got a gun. They just let anybody hold the door. Homosexuals. You know homosexuals can get ready to hear from God. Fornicators. If you in fornication and you don't have a relationship with God before you got into fornication, because sometimes God don't just walk away from you. He trying to bring you back out of fornication, because that's how he did me. God's gonna still deal with you, because he wants you back. He don't want you out there and living in sin. And God dealt with me. That's how I got back in church. Because I had didn't say it. I'm not going back to church. I don't want no more parts of this mess. And I wasn't going to deal with it. But God kept dealing with me. He didn't turn me loose. And that's what God told me. He said, you didn't just leave the church. You left me. And when he told me that thing hurt me. I'm about to cry right now. I'm about to cry. That really hurt me. Because I didn't feel me leaving God, but I did, because I went back into sin. When you go back into sin, you go into the devil. You going back in his territory. And I wasn't thinking like that. I don't think I was thinking about, I'm fed up with these people thinking they could treat me any kind of way. I'm coming to church because I want to be in church. I want to serve God. And these people here being mean to me, thinking they could talk to me any kind of way, and holler at me, and talk down to me like I'm a grandmama. And you going to holler at me, telling me to sit down when I won't doing nothing wrong. She got mad because she do things to people. And so when she had this girl, because she didn't tell me, they didn't tell me what my duty was. So I'm just doing what I could do. I didn't know. So she had this girl to come out, and the girl walking in front of her with the Bible and all this kind of stuff. And God told me she trying to make me jealous. So when the girl came over and stood by me, I hugged her. And when I hugged her, she got in the spirit. And the pastor got mad and told us to sit down and get out there. Don't go back over there no more. I said, "Now look at him now, honey. You ain't gonna be talking to me like that." I didn't say nothing, but I'm saying that to myself. I don't have to deal with it. And when I left the church, I said, I'm not going back. I'm not going back. And so when I won't going back to church, I said, Shine, I might well live like I've been living because I'm not going back. But I did go back. So God didn't stop dealing with me. He sent somebody to come get me. But I had to leave that church. Them the one that come against me with the witchcraft brought a gift to me. And see, the pastor, she knew what, because the woman can see. And she know what's going on. And she knew that woman was a witch. And she was trying to get me to help her with speaking tongues. Because God had dealt with me with another person. The girl wanted to speak in tongues. She wanted to be baptized in the Holy Spirit. So the pastor told her to go up to the altar. And I'm all over. I'm talking about everything. I see. I know y'all think I'm crazy, but this stuff come up in my brain. And anyway, he told her to go up to the altar and start worshiping God. But as she was worshiping, God told me to go and pray in tongues in her ear. And so I walked up to her and I put my mouth up to her ear and I started praying in tongues. And she started praying in tongues. And when this witch that was pretending she is not a witch no more, a lot of them still witches, saying that they're not witches. Yeah, they are, but they haven't been delivered. The witch spirit's still in them and it's still activated. But she was tall. I couldn't get to her ears. But God didn't tell me to do nothing. He didn't tell me to do that. The pastor called me up there. Because first it was her and this other prophetess. And they both stepped back from her at the exact same time. And she called me up there. Because she was trying to get me to curse myself. You help a witch speak in tongues, you gonna be cursed. And so I'm going trying to be obedient to the pastor. And I started praying in tongues, but she never did pray in tongues. God said, stop. God made me stop. And I took my little book and sat down. Not knowing that these people trying to get me to curse myself. So one of the prophets said that God, she was interpreting what I was saying when I was praying in tongues. And the pastor told me to go back to that place where I was when I was praying in tongues. So I got up and I started praying, not for the help the witch, but for me to go back to that place to pray in tongues. And I was praying in tongues, and the prophetess was interpreting what I was saying. But you don't need an interpretation when it's just you praying. When you praying to God, you don't need nobody to interpret your tongues. But when God is giving you a message to give to the church, you need an interpreter because they don't know what you're saying. So you need somebody to interpret, but you got to have that gift of interpreting tongues. And so the church will know what God is saying. And what I was saying when I was praying in tongues is that I will I will go for I will run to you. I will go into the deep for you, or something I was saying about the into the deep or something. Uh, I did write a poem about that, uh, what I was saying in tongues. But you have to have that gift of interpreting tongues when it's a message from God. But if it's not a message from God, then it's just you praying in your holy language. Because when you praying in tongues, you building yourself up in the Holy Spirit. That's why you should pray in tongues. People tell you don't supposed to pray. Yes, you do. Because you building your own self up in the Holy Spirit. Um, so you can't be listening to everything people be saying, cause how they don't speak in tongues. That's why they be telling you everybody don't speak in tongues. I do believe the gift is there for everybody. I think every person that could confess Jesus Christ as Lord and Savior and get baptized in the Holy Spirit, I believe you can speak in tongues. Some people just don't know how to do it. Because when I got baptized in the Holy Spirit, I didn't speak no more until about a year later. Because I didn't know what to do. And I was at church. But we weren't on a church, it was a house, but we had church in the house. And they got to talking about speaking in tongues. One of the other girls was talking about speaking in tongues. But she said she had never spoken in tongues. And I hadn't spoke but that one time. And she was saying, you just use your mouth to speak, but don't speak in English. Let the Holy Spirit speak through you. And so I said, I'm gonna go home and I said I'm gonna go home and see if I can speak in tongues. And I left, was going home, and God said, "Where is you going?" He was telling me I'm in the right place to speak in tongues, there. So I went back, but I still didn't speak. So that night I was thinking about what was said. To just start speaking, let your voice come out. So I was sitting at my computer and I just started praying in tongues. I actually started praying in tongues. And one of my daughters walked in the room and I stopped. And she said, "What's wrong with you, Mom? You look weird in the face," or something else she said. And I told her I was praying in tongues. And she said, "Let me hear you," but it wouldn't do it. I couldn't do it. And I didn't pray no more until that morning. When I woke up that morning, and I prayed in tongues. I've been praying ever since. They say I have different tongues. Because I was praying one day for this woman in tongues. What happened? I was at the altar. And I was laying on my face praying. And I went into an Indian language. How the Indians, when they be, doing it, that's how I was praying. And it shocked me, but I kept praying. But I didn't know nobody else was in there with me. But the pastor and the prophetess and the deaconess was in there. Something was going on with the deaconess, had some kind of demon on her. And so I started praying in different tongues. But I know the main one I recognized was the Indian tongue. And so when I finished praying, I got up and I walked, and I didn't even know they were there. They were sitting there and listening. I guess they were listening, but they was trying to help her because she had a deaf and dumb spirit on her. Because she was doing stuff she had no business doing. And I sat down. So when I sat down, they got up and the pastor called me over there. So I got up down on the floor where they was and started praying in tongues with her. And for each tongue, I did something different. I actually was doing stuff. And when I finished, cause one of the tongues had me crying. I was boo-hoo crying, but I was still praying on her. And so I went to the bathroom to clean up my face, and God told me to go back. Go back and get back down in her ear and worship him. So I got back down on the floor, and I wasn't worshiping in tongues. I was worshiping, and I got in her ears, and I started worshiping, and she started worshiping. This is how God would help me to get in their ear. And then after that, she was afraid of me for a long time. She wouldn't even come near me, and I tell her it wasn't me. I don't know why she was afraid of me. And I told her, I said, it won't me. I said, you are being afraid of God. That was God that set you free. It won't me. I was doing what he told me to do. And so, when I was in church, I love going to church because I could feel the presence of God. I could just feel His presence. So God was anointing me, and the devil used the people in the church. That's why everybody that when you in the church, you should be anointed and be obedient, because the devil will use you if you not. And he started using people to come against me, and I just got fed up with these people. But God, I took my eyes off of God. That's why I said you have to, I be trying not to let this here gain stocking override me, my love for God. But sometimes I do, and I have to ask God to forgive me, because they be having me in so much pain. They be attacking me so bad. And I mean, it don't even make no kind of sense the way these people be attacking me with this energy. And I'm laying there asleep, waking up, and all just in pain with this stuff just shooting up in my private area. And then this other energy on top of me. It's an energy. And I can feel it all in my head, all on my face, burning me. And it be burning me. And it look like my face is getting all blistered up. And I'm losing. I'm not having no colors in parts of my face. You can tell from here, a difference in my face. And I got color over here, but none in here. And then sometimes my neck be just drop like a bullfrog or something. But I put enough stuff on me last night, boy. But I don't think whoever it was that was attacking me during the night, they just didn't try to kill me. It stopped my heart. Because I wait so this stuff be out. I could feel this energy inside my body shaking. Like you see it shaking over there. And it be making my heart shake like that. And I have to start praying, asking God to send the fire of God to burn this energy. Burn this energy out of me. And I just start bouncing. I mean, them old hard, ugly sounding belts. I just start bouncing. Mm. And I'm talking about so much stuff because there's so much happening. It ain't just one thing. It's a whole slew of stuff, And it just, that's why I said I really need a vacation from this house. From that office to go somewhere where there ain't no electricity. If I have to go somewhere where there ain't no electricity, that be fine with me. Cause I just need the empty some of all this stuff. Cause what they're doing is making towers out of us. I saw that on the video too. They're making towers out of us. So we're gonna be like a tower. We are electrical towers. They just doing so much to us cause they not human. They not human. These people, them people in that White House, they people ain't human. That's why they doing the dumb stuff that they doing. And that Obama, he got everybody fooled. Obama, if he not the devil, he's the Antichrist. I put it like that. Obama is evil. And he that's who running stuff. Biden ain't running nothing. That's why well, Trump is saying that they stole the thing. He telling the truth. And all the people that they having to recount they the liars. Pure liars. And the people that prophesied that Trump was gonna win were telling the truth. Obama and his general stole the election through some type of machine because he wanted Biden to be the president so that he can control stuff. He's speaking through Biden through earphones. There's a video with him saying that he could be home in his pajamas and speaking to somebody with a earphone, and that's exactly what he's doing. That's why sometimes when Biden is talking, he look like he's going to see now. He not hearing what Obama is saying. He just a puppet. Obama's puppet. Now Obama is the puppet or something. I don't know if he's a puppet or the Illuminati, if he's the devil. If he the devil himself, he not no puppet for the Illuminati. And if he the Antichrist, he not a puppet for the Illuminati. Hmm. Well, people gonna find out. I had people quit talking to me because I was telling them stuff about Obama. I was telling them Obama is gay, and they told me, no, he ain't. I mean, they think in the world that they hate Trump so much. They just hate Trump. And like I tell them, I say, well, I don't trust Trump neither. I don't trust none of them jokers. None of them. But I trust him more than I do them. He got his mess too. But he's telling the truth about these people being pedophiles. And they don't care nothing about people being pedophiles. They going after Trump because Trump telling the truth about what's going on with these people here. And the stuff that they saying about Trump, that don't even make no sense for them to be after this man the way they is, because he can't control nobody to go to that Capitol and crawl up walls and all this kind. There were them people doing this crap. They did that because I've heard other politicians talk the same junk that Trump was talking. They didn't have nobody going up the walls and stuff. These people did that because they wanted to. That's what they doing. That's something that they planned to do and they did it. And they just trying to shut Trump down because Trump telling the truth. Want them to arrest the pedophiles for raping and killing children. That's why all these people is a part of this reptilian culture. Because they don't care about the children that's being raped and murdered and kidnapped. Kidnapped, I got it backwards. Kidnapped, raped, and murdered and eaten. They drinking their blood. Now, what's the worst? What Trump did of the pedophilia, missing children, right now. They missing children right now, missing women of color right now. But I guarantee you, if they were all white children, all white women, they would be missing. And I'm like I said, I'm not prejudiced, but I'm telling the truth. The truth gonna come out this mouth right here. The truth gonna come out this mouth, and anybody get offended, I can't help that, because I'm gonna tell the truth. And if you really a truthful, you will know I'm telling the truth. But some people don't want to hear the truth. You can have one white child to get missing. They're gonna do everything they can to find that child. But you got hundreds at one time of black children missing. Hundreds. And you can't find them. Because they part of this stuff. When my son got murdered, I went to Johnson Britt and talked to him. He told me that he don't deal with investigations. But this one white boy got stabbed. He was all on TV talking about it. But he couldn't do nothing about my son. We knew who shot my son. They didn't do nothing about it. They put him in jail for 30 years for doing other stuff, not killing people, but gun trafficking and stuff like something that kill a black person. You might not get no time, and if you do, you might get 3 years or so. You ain't gonna get much time. But you kill a white person, you gonna get some time if you ever get out. Especially if you black and kill a white person. I'm just gonna tell the truth. The law is not equal. When it comes to black people, we get way more time of doing the exact same crime than a white person. To check it out and you will find out. I'm not just running my mouth, and I'm not being racist or prejudiced. I'm telling the truth. When they did the justice for all, they won't talk about the black folks. Not probably the Indians either, because we all the same. They just lighten them up. They come from us too. So the original people that were in America was black people. They don't want to say that because they don't want to give us no type of credit. But I'm just as light as any of them people they call Indians. We the same people. The same people that was they were already over here. They didn't come over here on these ships. They were black people already over here. They weren't in Africa. They were in here, in this land right here. But because they don't want black people to prosper, they don't want to say. They want to say we all came over on the ships, but all of us didn't come over here on the ships. Some were already here. You look at those and the even though pictures from the old days, they had to lighten them up, but they were brown people. You're not gonna see the originals that was here. Okay. I tell you, my eyes really getting. I don't want to speak it. My eyes, I'm gonna speak. They getting better. That's why I'm gonna speak, so they'll get better. Put that out in the atmosphere. Then my eye gonna be 20/20. I reckon I need to hush up. Cause I tell you, when I get to talking, sometimes they so much on me. I have to release this stuff and get it spoken out because I don't know what they're doing to us. It's not just me. It's people. They're doing this to people, whether they can feel it or not. I do believe people that's not um, being gangsta. I think the same thing that they're doing to us, they're doing it to them too. They're just trying to keep us separated. They're trying to keep us separated. That's why they can't understand what we going through because they mind being programmed. While we sleep, stuff is happening not to just us, but happening to everybody. They think they so highly intelligent they can just control people's brain. They're not just attacking us. I did hear something about people that's being gang stalked because they can't control us. That's the thing. They can't control us. That's why they attack us so bad because they can't control us. They can't. I don't know if I'm saying the right words. Actually, get a program us or whatever, like they doing other people. That's why these people programmed to not be in agreement with us, to come against us. They doing stuff up there in that sky, and then they be a whole bunch of them. I go out there, I'm seeing all kind of stuff up there, blinking, 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 cause they doing stuff down here, sending stuff down here, and that stuff get the flowing, it just be floating around, and we breathing this mess in. Stuff flying, you got stuff flying. One go, let's go that way, then they come back this way. They do like they out there dancing. All kind of crap out there. I'm trying to get rid of that crap word and put stuff. Cause that's what I'm trying. That's what I'm just saying. Cause that's what I've been saying. But I got to quit saying it. I'm not cussing. But I'm saying, they're saying stuff or mess. I'm saying crap. But anyway, um, I'm gonna get off of here. I done talked enough. What is he over there doing? He itching. He itching. He need a bath. I might give him a bath today for that butt stinking. I don't know if it's his butt or it's just his body. Cause he a dog. Dogs do get a stinky smell. He needs a bath. My head hurt. They right here. This is up where they be attacking me a lot. Right up here. And on this side of my head. I had to take my earrings out my ears because they was attacking my ears. So, they were pure burning my ears where my earrings was. I had to take them out. And I've been wearing these earrings for years. I don't have them earrings for years. This past year is when they started attacking my ears. My ears be hot, red hot. And I would have to take the earrings out my ears. But I don't want my hole to close up though. So I might go ahead and soak them in some alcohol and put them back in my ear until they start attacking me. And then I just take them out until they stop attacking me. But I got spots. This allergy is still putting spots on my face.